hopefully get enough light in here. You wonder what might fit in this kind of weird shaped case? It's not Explorer. Definitely not a Les Paul or a Stratocaster. Jesse? That's an Atak 5. So, not fully original. The original IQ. So I had one of these growing up. This was my first guitar, not specifically this one. I had a black one that had been painted many times. Got it off a buddy, and I ended up bringing it into a guitar class in grade 9 and left it in the guitar class till the end of the day, where the buddy I'd bought it from sold it to somebody else. It was like a $40 deal between friends, you know, and that guitar ended up in the music store with a case for $200, and that was kind of out of my range to get it back or file any kind of report that it was, like, you know, stolen or anything like that. And who knows where it came from in the first place, and yeah. It was a loss that, you know, yeah, kind of had to suck up at the time. But I managed to find another one. It did have the IQ pickups, and if you're wondering if the tuning keys have been changed, they were, there was Quest on the back of them. I don't know how well that can be seen. Try and get into the sunlight here. There is Quest on the actual back of the tuning keys. I love this guitar. Well, one, it was my first guitar. I think one of those pots may have been a push-pull. A good friend of mine at the time as well had one of those Quest Attack 1s. I think it was an Attack 1. It was one that was closer to a Strat, but yeah, if you have questions about this one, this is an 85. They did 84 and 85. The 85s seem to have black necks. The 84s had a natural finish. Bullet on these guys too. And you can tell by the neck plate, 85, and yours I think was a C4, so 84, and then 89 in the series. So, I'm not a fan of sunburst guitars, but when I had the opportunity to replace the Quest, I took it up. Hetfield EMGs in there now, some chrome tuners, and I think I put the Grover. I was looking for black nickel on these. Yeah, I had Grover locking tuners on these guys' minis. So that is where that is at. These pickups really woke it up. These kind of were muddy by the time it made its way to me. I don't really recall too much. I didn't really have a good amp or anything at the time to play with those growing up, but by the time I did, I was onto the PV Predator, and this was long gone. It did go to another person that we knew, but he wasn't willing to give it up, and I don't know him now. So, yeah, I think it's wired backwards. I think I got the switch in here swung around the wrong way, but other than that, good guitar for me. I love it. It's, yeah, one of my go-tos now with these pickups are in there. If I want to sound like Metallica, that's where I go. So, I figured you might want to see this. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know. I don't know if the neck's quite so chunky. This is kind of a cat bed, so I'm getting cat hair all over the place. No real marks on the back of the headstock, just the neck plate that had all the information. And yeah, it's all, the electronics is all plug and play stuff from EMG, so nothing really to look at there. The bridge was nice because they did lock the sides, but it looks like your bridge is different on the Attack 1. Not sure.